The RK beach right behind us, isn't it, Manisha? We may not be by the seaside, but that does not stop you from doing yoga. Nothing should stop you from doing yoga. We spoke about that. Even if you have 10-15 minutes, do it. Manisha has given you an idea of how you can do the basics, but do these things which are absolutely non-negotiable. Time now for yoga for women and women who have PCOS, PCOD, endometriosis. All of these problems must listen and listen very hard. These are, in fact, asanas that you should do. It will benefit you and, most importantly, relieve you from the pain that you go through, isn't it? Manisha, what do you have for us now?
Yes, so PCOD and PCOS, which are basically lifestyle diseases, or as they're called, it's a cycle. So a lot of girls who actually suffer, and it's actually 1 out of every 4 girl in our country, plus all over the world, who has PCOD or PCOS and other hormone-related problems. So what really happens is it's a cycle where if you lose weight, you kind of break away from the PCOD cycle.
Yes.
And that's why you're given the pills which are to manage your hormones. But those pills actually make you gain weight. And with PCOS, PCOD, it's so difficult to lose weight. So, and what I've seen in all my practice when I had my yoga studios also, I had a lot of girls who came in with PCOD and PCOS and were fully recovered from it within 3 to 6 months. So what I staunchly believe is yoga can do that for you. And there are a few poses which you can do to actually start building your practice up and get a lot of relief. So especially if you have periods and you have a period pain, a lot of these poses can alleviate the pain.
Okay, while you're on your periods, you can do these poses?
Yes, so some of the poses you can do on your periods, and also now what we're going to talk about is the special poses for any kind of hormonal issue that women have. So first one is of course Surya Namaskar. If you can get 10 to 15 every day, which is beautiful for your body and also for your hormones. In case that is not possible, then we'll do 3 poses. One is going to be Bhujangasana, which is very good for this. Then is a bow pose, and then is a Setubandhasana, which is a bridge pose. So 3 poses, if you do them every day, you will see a huge change. And I would suggest you get a retest done to see after 3 to 6 months how far is your PCOD and PCOS completely cured.
So let's start by doing the Bhujangasana.
Yes, so lie down on your front. Now, a lot of people know this is Cobra. So just to do it properly is going to be you take your thumbs and place them on your shoulders. So that's your placement of the hand. You start with your forehead down, which is your Agya chakra, down into the floor. You relax your back, you relax your legs. And as you inhale, lift up. Keep your elbows bent and now look up towards the ceiling. So the idea is not to rise up like this. The idea is to keep the elbows bent and look up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Relax your shoulders. Shoulders cannot be here. Relax the shoulders. Feel it on your back muscles. Feel it on your belly. Your belly stretches. And also your organs stretch. Exhale down. So as yoga is not just about stretching, it's actually about organ health. So every time you breathe in, you push in oxygen, which is your prana, and also you push out toxins and fat through the breath. You actually lose fat through the breath. You don't lose it when you're working out. Now you bend your knees. We come into the bow pose and you hold your ankles. Now, in case you can't hold your ankles, that is not a problem. You can do it without. But in case you can, then hold the ankles. Again, you start with Agya chakra down into the floor. And as you'll inhale, you lift your thighs and your knees and look up. All the weight on your belly. And exhale, relax down. Completely release. We'll do it one more time. Inhale up. And stretch up. Exhale down. And relax down here. We can come into the Makarasana which we learned, which is just hands over and one side and stay down here. And when you feel ready, slowly come and sit back up into child's pose. And coming back forward, we'll do the Setubandhasana, which is your bridge pose, which is great for women and also for athletes. So it builds a lot of strength in your glutes. It builds and it opens up any kind of issues in your lower body. So lying down, I'm just going to shift this. Lying down on your back. So your feet are close to your hips and slightly wider than the hips. Your hands go out. And from here, now the point is that you kind of tilt your pelvic in. So that it doesn't come on your back, lower back. So it's meant to strengthen the back, not aggravate it. So tilt your belly in, really contract your stomach muscles and lift up. Lift up as high as you can and also get your thighs to start closing in. So not touching. It's like imagine there is a pillow between your thighs and you're trying to go and squish that pillow. So that's the kind of feeling. That's when you really interact with the muscles. Exhale, slowly come back down. And now tilt the pelvic in so that you're engaging your core. Inhale up. Reach up. Now if you want to take it one step forward, you can lift one leg up and hold, hold, hold. Bring it back down. And you can lift the other leg up. Hold. Keep your hip lifted. Exhale down and slowly down. To release the back, just drop your knees side to side, relaxing the back muscles. And when you're ready, slowly turn towards the side and come back up.
You know, what I also kind of like about yoga is the fact that with after every movement, you get an opportunity to stretch and do something which relaxes you, isn't it? You do an asana which sometimes may not be the most comfortable thing, but then you immediately have something that relaxes you.
Yeah, so there is a counterbalance, right? So it's a yin and yang. So whenever you do a back bend, there'll be a forward bend. So whenever you do something a little bit more exerting, you will do a calming pose. Because what really happens is when we're putting a lot of stress on our body, which is great for some point, but then when you relax the body gets to know that this stress is not harmful. It's good for you. And that's how you train your brain to take stress and then relax, take stress and relax. So it's a good balance between the two.